cease and desist. That's the two words now doing round in financial system in India. If you do something wrong, RBI will announce cease and desist. At one stroke, 4 NBFCs, you have almost maimed them. In private, they say that you don't even give them opportunity to discuss things. Before that, P2P, almost you killed. So what is happening, sir? Is it a new RBI?
You see, there are totally about 9,400 NBFCs. There's a new regulatory architecture for that. We have categorized them on the basis of their scale and complexity. So out of 9,400 all NBFCs, action has been taken against 4. So therefore, against 4, yeah, large or, but action has been taken against 4. So therefore, you can see that RBI's action is very calibrated, very selective, and it is action is taken in a very measured way. Now, every such action which is taken is not abrupt, it is not sudden. The action is preceded by months of direct bilateral engagement with the individual entities. We find certain broad deficiencies, certain serious deficiencies. It is pointed out to the institutions. We give them enough time to take the corrective measures. In many cases, the corrective measures are taken and we don't take any action at all. In fact, the number of cases where we found deficiencies and where we did not take any action because the corrective actions were taken and whatever were the regulators' expectations or regulators' expectations, they were complied with. So the number of cases where we did not take action is actually much larger. Now, that doesn't mean that there is something fundamentally wrong with our NBFC sector or the financial sector. On the whole, the financial sector, the NBFC sector at the system level remains very robust. It's only in a few cases where we do not see adequate action being taken, or we do not see action being taken in time and in sufficient, is not up to our expectations, or it is getting delayed. Only in those cases we take action. And the detailed reasons for the action is always shared with the individual company. It's not as if they are kept in the dark. Action is preceded by bilateral discussion with them, bilateral engagement with them. They know what are the concerns of the regulator. When we take the action, we also share with them formally the reasons as to why we have taken the action, and we point out that these are the areas where we find deficiencies and we would expect you to act. Our action is not punitive. Our action is corrective. You would have seen in a number of cases where we have taken action after 6 months or 8 months when, the compliance is completed. Its compliance is 100% or near 100%. And if we are satisfied that the rest of the compliances will be done in the next few weeks or so, we withdraw the restrictions. It is good for the individual institution itself, for its sustainability. It is good for the financial sector. And above everything, it is good for the consumer. All actions are taken in the consumer's interest. And